Hello Virgo and welcome to Providence. My name is KK and this is your general weekly reading for the week commencing the 13th of September 2020. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all very well. Once again, this is for the Virgo Collective. My hand's not working properly. So this is for the Virgo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs of Virgo, as well as the cross watchers. Everyone else is welcome here. And as always, please be reminded that this is a general weekly reading and only to take what resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else out there in the collective Virgo. Now, as you know, just take a few moments just to find the right cards for your weekly reading, so please bear with me. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button below the video, as I do have ongoing weekly readings available for everyone. Where are these cards for you, Virgo? There we are. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. The Knight of Swords, Virgo, is where we start your weekly reading. And the Knight of Swords is the quickest moving knight in the tarot. This is about ambition. This is action-packed, orientated, adventure, adventure. This is a drive to succeed and whatever you're trying to achieve. This is your sword aloft, charging in on your trusty steed there into the battle. You are going to win this. Absolutely. So there's a couple of things going on. This Knight of Swords here can be somebody you know, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarian, or indeed it can be an energy you are embracing. After all, the Knights bring the offerings, and I think you've accepted that offering. You're feeling ambitious. I'm so sorry, Virgo. Let me just have a cup of tea. Sorry about that. I've been talking too much today. As I said, I feel that you're feeling ambitious. You've got the drive at the moment. You're up for, up for anything, so to speak. Action, adventure, whatever the case may be. You're very mentally clear, very quick thinking. So a great energy to be embracing this week. I'll just have another sip of tea. Sorry about that, Virgo. And let's get all the cards on the deck for you. Let's find out what this ambition is all about for you this week. If this is that someone you know, again, a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarian, it's almost like they're being a cheer squad for you this week. You know, they're kind of giving you the pep talk, revving you up. They want you to win. So either way, a great energy. Now, you've got the Lovers as the card at the bottom of the deck this week, Virgo. This is the Gemini card, if that resonates with anybody out there. And the Lovers card is, of course, about love. It's about harmony. But it's about your values and beliefs being in alignment in relationships. And look, that can quite obviously be romantic relationships, but it can be relationships with your friends, with your families, with your co-workers, with the company that you work. All those sorts of things need to be in alignment to bring in that love and harmony. So there's something about alignment this week for you, I'm feeling, with this Lovers card sitting over there, giving you those wonderful vibes throughout the week. All right, what is crossing you this week, Virgo? The Ten of Wands is crossing you this week. Now, the Ten of Wands is a card that signifies hard work, stress, exhaustion. You've been working at this for a long time. It's a card about responsibilities. But these responsibilities have almost become a burden to you. You can barely carry these responsibilities by yourself anymore. As we said, you're tired, you're stressed. But there is always a flip side to this Ten of Wands, and that is of achievement. You've actually achieved what you set out to do. You've carried this pile of wands from your village to that village, and you've done it. Perhaps you've been walking for days and nights and months Excuse me, Virgo, I'm very sorry. You can't possibly see where you are going anymore, but you've actually achieved what you set out to do. You can drop off this burden, you can drop off this responsibility now, knowing that you have achieved what you set out to do. And with this crossing this Knight of Swords, again, I feel that you've been very ambitious about this. Again, if this person is someone you know, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarian, they're cheering you to the finishing line. If this is the energy you have been embracing, you've been really ambitious about whatever this responsibility is in your life. Sometimes we need help from other people to help carry responsibilities. They're not our sole responsibilities to carry. Needless to say, your ambition has paid off and you have achieved this. You can drop this off now. You can drop that pile of wands, recuperate, and perhaps go on your next quest, so to speak, Virgo. What's in your recent past is the Queen of Cups, Virgo. Now, the Queen of Cups is very emotionally stable, highly intuitive. Her throne floats on water, so she understands the ebbs and flows of life. Her strengths are her compassion, her caring, her nurturing, and her intuition. This Queen of Cups, I feel, is definitely somebody you know, and I feel that it's a female. For those that, do view this channel a lot, you know that I don't read gender into the cards unless I'm called to do so. I feel this is a female, and this is someone you know, and this is a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, Virgo. They're sitting in your recent past, and they're bringing you into this Knight of Swords energy down there. I feel this is someone very close to you. Is it a sister, a mother, an aunt? It's a family relationship. And they have been seeing you struggling here. They've been your shoulder to cry on. They've been, they're also at the finish line with this Knight of Swords, cheering you on. They've seen the burden that you have been carrying, how exhausted you are, how stressed you are. So they've been your shoulder to cry on here, or your rock to keep going. The Five of Swords, Virgo, is in your grounding position this week. And the Five of Swords is a card that signifies some conflicts, some disagreements. It's also a card about competition here. As you can see, there's guys in the background of the card. They've dropped their swords. They're walking away from this competition, this argument, whatever the case may be. I feel I just want to go back a second, because I feel this Knight of Swords energy is something that you are embracing, and it's the ambition, it's the drive to succeed. I feel that you have bitten off a little bit more than you can chew. You've been really ambitious in whatever this Ten of Wands represents to you, this responsibility, this burden. You have achieved it, but at what cost here? I think it's causing a few arguments and some conflict in your life. Perhaps you've been solely focused on whatever this responsibility is. To use an example, perhaps you've taken on a work project and, your work-life balance has completely gone out the window. You're spending 16 hours a day at work trying to get this finished. You've handed it in. Yes, you have achieved it. You're exhausted. You're stressed out of your mind. Other people can see it and just saying, Virgo, why are you doing this? It's that sort of energy that I'm picking up on. I know that's just an example, but you understand what I mean, hopefully. Again, you've got this Lovers up here saying alignment, alignment of your values. And I think that's what's causing this conflict. The Nine of Swords is in your crowning position this week, Virgo. Now, the Nine of Swords is known as the Nightmare card. It's a card that signifies some anxiety, some concerns, some worries that are keeping you up at night. Perhaps, giving you nightmares, or you're staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. We've all been there. We've all done that stare at 2 a.m. and it's the time we turn molehills into mountains as well, as far as our problems in our life go. This card can also sometimes signify a more acute mental health concerns. If that is the case for you, Virgo, please seek some professional advice. We don't want anyone to be in that headspace, and there are so many tools and resources now available to you. Please go seek that professional advice. For everybody else, this is you being caught up in this exhaustion. I feel you're really tired, but you're caught up in this exhaustion. You're caught up in this argument with people in your life. Why, I feel that you're really out of alignment with the people in, closest in your life at the moment. It's this responsibility, this burden has gone way too far. And not saying that you haven't achieved it, because you have. You've been very ambitious and you've reached the end and it's been a great result, but at what cost? That's what I'm feeling with this whole reading. At what cost? I don't think it's healthy for you, Virgo. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles is the outcome card for you this week. And the Eight of Pentacles is a card about developing your skills. It's one, again, of focus, of discipline, of routine. You've been turning up every day. You've been sitting there. You've been carving your pentacles. You haven't changed your clothes. They're all ragged. Perhaps you've been sitting there for days and nights carving away these pentacles. You have accumulated many, many pentacles, speaking about the progress you have made. And ultimately, this card is about the apprentice becoming the master. Whatever this responsibility was, whatever this ambition that you had and that you have achieved, you've also achieved becoming the master at whatever that is. I feel this is a work reading, I must admit. You've achieved it. You have become the master. You have developed your skills to an expert level. But again, I think you need to ask yourself the question with this Nine of Swords sitting up here. At what cost? Are your relationships now suffering? Are you not spending enough time with them? I'm just asking the questions here, Virgo. Only you can answer them. As always, I like to take one final message just to summarise the weekly readings for you. But if you are resonating with this reading, by all means, please give the video a like. Feel free to leave a comment if you would like to. And if you haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button below the video, as I do have ongoing weekly readings available for everyone. And what popped out is the number 38, the lizard spirit. And what the lizard spirit brings is the message of dreaming the world into being. Dream your world into being. And I think you are. You're working so hard at this. I just wonder if you're losing sight of your cheer squad. Your family, your friends that support you in this. You are dreaming your world into being, Virgo. Let us see what other messages the lizard spirit has for you this week. The lizard spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dreams? How might you grow and expand if you allowed yourself to dare to believe in the impossible, making it possible first in your dreaming mind, and then in the world as you co-create with the universe. Give into the power of imagination, and soon your dreams will become clearer. The steps will reveal themselves, and what was ethereal will begin to form. Dream it and be it. The universe asks you to dare to dream big. I will leave you with that as the final message of the weekly read, Virgo. I wish you a fabulous week ahead, and I do look forward to seeing you all next week. Until then, from me to you, much love and light. Bye-bye.